There's also a video chat room type thing that a friend opened me up to. It's not the safest place to be because there's always a very creepy guy on there asking if he can see you and things you shouldn't show online, and stuff like that just kind of opens girls and guys up to show things they shouldn't.
Teens should never arrange to meet someone in person alone, whom they have been in contact with online, and especially meet them in a non-public area. Your parents should be told whenever meeting someone new, especially someone you meet online. Every year, thousands of teens disappear as a result of meeting their so-called online buddy. Sexting is the act of sending, receiving, or forwarding sexually explicit messages, photos, or images via cell phone, computer, or other digital device. These messages, photos, and images are often further disseminated through email and internet-based social networking websites, well beyond the original intended recipients.
To me, sexting would be, people sending inappropriate photos of themselves to others.
Yes, I do have more friends that are more into sexting.
My definition of sexting is sending maybe graphic pictures of a sexual nature to maybe another significant other.
Well, sexting to me, it's pretty much just like what cybersex used to be, but now it's like in the palm of your hand.
Girls who send racy messages to their boyfriends may be doing so because they feel more comfortable sending photos than actually being nude in person.
It's like an addiction. It's just like anything else.
It's a way for kids to just get like a reputation.
I feel that sexting has become such a big trend in today's youth because there's this big perception that a lot of the girls today, they have to be sexual, they have to show their body, and they have to be really just attractive in general.
By using the text messaging service on their cell phones, by sending inappropriate messages back and forth. Innocent adolescent flirting via cell phones may be harmless enough. However, over time, the text messages become more sexually explicit in nature.
I think when it comes to younger kids showing more nudity, it's more of a hormonal thing.
I see my friends, I have a lot of guy friends that do the same thing, maybe text their girlfriends in that way, or text somebody that they're just trying to, get with in that way. Females too, kind of more of the flirtatious thing, trying to get a guy to be with them, or maybe just for the boyfriends.
They just want to experience things. For them it's, oh, I'm going to try this and see what happens. They don't know what's the outcome of what they're doing, their actions.
Say it without having to see their reaction or hear their reaction.
Really, it's all about how you want to portray yourself.
Once digital images are out there, they leave a digital footprint, especially online. You can't take it back.
One girl was an ex-girlfriend of mine. She knew my family, and she was mad because we had just broken up, so she sent the messages to my family, to my father, to my sister, to my mother.
A lot of my friends have gotten in trouble for having pictures and videos and all kinds of things online.
The perceived risk and emotional attachment seems lessened. Digital photos and video can also be saved and used to slander someone after the relationship goes sour.
They're just not thinking about it. Not only can somebody hack in your computer, from another person's computer, you are never 100% guaranteed that the person you're talking to is the person you're thinking. And there are shows on TV like To Catch a Predator where it's that situation exactly, where it's somebody talking to somebody and it's not them, and these guys just get lured in. And I mean, that happens every day with little girls, and these guys don't get caught. So I mean, it can be a dangerous thing, and I wish that it was more of an open subject in schools. I know we talk about STDs and sex and pregnancy. I don't think we talk about the dangers of being lured in by somebody who you think is somebody else. And I think that's a really dangerous thing, because I know a lot of girls especially don't think about that when they're teenagers.
They don't realize the dangers. They don't think when they put up pictures, certain pictures, they don't think about who they're talking to when they talk to certain people. You never know if you're going to be talking to a 40-year-old man who claims he's a 17-year-old guy who goes to your high school. You don't know that. no one ever knows.
MySpace should be a place for friends, although I guess some people go under the name of someone else and may pose as a friend but really isn't.
They're asking you questions and you ask them questions back, and so the answer that you get, you don't really question it at first. Like in retrospect, you'll think about it and you're like, oh well, that sounded kind of sketch, so maybe he wasn't. But I think when you're in the moment, like you don't like even think twice. You're like, oh, it's true.
I'm sure people use it as a way to give off a false impression of who they are.
It's like, oh wow, it's this place where I get to see these pictures of these people, and I get to make my own judgments about them.